and girls, how are you? I know you're so excited again about our lesson. Happy Sunday to you and your family. Oh, just a friendly reminder, boys and girls, remember we must what? Wash our hands and wear our mask. Can we do that? Yes? Good job, good job. I'm so happy to be here again with the lesson on this Sunday. And Miss Deborah missed you so much. And I love you what? This much. Okay, and we're going to get started with our lesson just a little bit. But first we're going to do what? A song. How about that? Can we do that? Okay. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Come on, Oh, all in my home, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Whoa, all in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my home, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yay! So guess what? Yes, we're going to sing that one again so you get really familiar with that. We used to sing it a long time ago. So, you know, bringing back some of those songs, it just blesses us. Do it bless you, boys and girls? Yes. Now, what we get ready to do, we're going to go ahead and put our thinking caps on, and then we're going to do our lesson. How about that? Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go, T. Here we go, T. Here we go. Okay, now one more. Here we go. Squeeze. All right, Miss Priscilla, here we go. You know we always do team tag. Come on. Here we go. Now, boys and girls, guess what? Last week we went on numbers, and we're not going to count to 25. We're just going to do 15. What about that? And then you said, we'll go to 25. Then I know you got it. So you say this, do your lesson every day, and it becomes a part of you, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yay! Good job. Y'all are so smart, boys and girls. Okay, and our alphabets, and we're going to do the what? Vowel sound too. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and what's the last one? Z. Yay! Good job, boys and girls. Y'all are so smart. Remember I told you we're going to do the vowels. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes what? Y. Very good. Y'all are so smart. Y'all are so smart. Give yourselves a hand clap. Yay! Good job. Okay, let's get started with our lesson. You know, last week we talked about what? Believe and know with James. Believe and know. Okay, who are we talking about? God. We're talking about his son named Jesus. And then we're going to be talking about a man named James. And the what? People. Good job. Y'all so smart, I tell you. Okay. And the lesson has 3 words. 3 words. Believe and know. Believe and know. You believe and you know it's right, so you know it, okay? Believe and know it. And it's found in the book of what? James. It's found in the book of James. So is that in the front of the Bible or is it in the back? Back. Good job. Good, T. That was good. That was good. It was found in the back. So how many words is the lesson? 3 words. 3 words. Let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now who we talking about? God. His son named who? Jesus. And we're going to be talking about a man named James. He was a leader. And then also his mom. Remember us talking about his mom? Okay. And the what? People. Yes, the people. Okay. So James, he's the first person that's talking in the lesson. James, he was a leader. He was a leader and not a follower. We want to be leaders, but we will give other people chances. But work your way up in being a leader. So James, he was a leader, and he was in the church. He was in the church, okay? The church, yes. He was in the church. He was a leader, and he was in the church. And he did something. He wrote a what? Letter. He wrote a what? Letter. He wrote a letter to help the believers. He wrote the letter for the believers. Okay? So, sometimes life is what? Hard. It gets rough. It gets tough. And sometimes you feel like you want to give up. Do we give up? No, no, no. Because we're going to what? Trust who? God. We're going to trust him. Sometimes life is so hard. Sometimes bad things happen to us. Sometimes it happens to you, and myself. Sometimes bad things what? Hurts us, okay? And we have hard times, and sometimes it's hard for us to deal with it. But if we call on the name of Jesus, he's there to help us. God is going to dispatch those angels out over there to help you. You live right and you do what's right. Okay? So it says, when he hang in there and work hard, he's going to make it. He'll learn how to make it. Because what? He's trusting God. He's standing on his word. Yes, he's standing on his word. Yes, we got to stand. We got to what? Believe it. We got to have some what? What's the F word? Faith. What's the T word? Trust. So we have all that. And God is going to bring us out. We got to what? Have faith and trust in who? God. Okay? That means we learn to what? Stick with things. We don't give up. We don't throw in the towel just because something hard happened. Yeah, it hurts. It might want to cry, but it's okay. Guess what we'll do? We'll go ahead and cry, get rid of our emotions. And then, because when we are crying, it clouds our thoughts. So when we get through crying, take a deep breath a few times. Guess what? You'll be ready. I promise you. Try it, okay? Because I tried it, and it works for me. Okay, let's go back and recap some. That was a lot on that lesson. How many words is the lesson? 3 words. 3 words, okay? The topic is what? Believe and know. Believe and know. Believe and know. When you believe it, you know it. You know God is going to bring us through. Okay? How many words? 3 words. Let's go. 0, 1, 2, 3. And the lesson is found in the book of what? James. It's found in the book of James. Is James in the front or is it in the back? Back. Good job. It is in the back of the Bible. Okay, so if it's in the back of the Bible, that means it's in the what? New Testament or the Old? Oh, yes. You're so smart. It is in the Old Testament. Yes, the book of James is in the Old Testament. Okay, so who are we talking about? Who? God. His son named who? Jesus. We talking about a man named who? James. Okay, good job. A man named James. And the what? People. Also his friends. All of them were still in there. Remember on last week? Yes, we talked about them. So, James, he was a what? Leader. Good job. In the church. He was a leader in the church. Okay? And something else James did. He what? He wrote a letter. He wrote a letter to the people. It said, hi, friends. See, he's talking about his friends. Okay? Sometimes life is what? Hard. It's real. Oh, it's tough. Sometimes we think we won't make it. But guess what? We will. Sometimes life is hard. Sometimes bad things happen to us also. But you can have joy in hard times. You can still have joy in hard times. Good job. So when we hang in there and do the hard things, we learn how to deal with it. We learn how to deal with it. Yeah, remember I said, you go ahead and cry. It's just so hard. It's just, I can't do it. But we don't say that word can't. We don't even have that in our vocabulary because we can. When somebody say you can't, you show them. I can with the help of who? God. Yes, y'all so smart. With the help of God. Now listen here. That means we can learn to stick with things. We can also ask God for what was that word? There's my W. Wisdom. There's my W. Wisdom. We got to ask for what? Wisdom. And he'll give us some help. And remember I said when we say wisdom, what comes along with it? Knowledge. So he got wisdom and you have knowledge. God is going to help us, okay? So he will enable us to get through them and strengthen us to make good what? Choices. God is helping us. He's right here beside you, and me. He's going to help us if we what? Believe. If we what? Trust in him. Yes. When we trust in him. Yes. Where our faith. What is faith? A substance of things hoped for. The evidence of things we can't see. When we going through, we can't see how we going to come out of it. But what we going to do? We going to what? Trust God. Okay? Also, God gives us what? Wisdom. And we have the knowledge that we can tell somebody else that we can what? Help them. Good job. Okay? Depending on God. Trusting in him. Okay? Depending on him. Trusting in him. Sticking with him. Making good what? Choices. That pleases who? God. And this is the best way to live. When we what? Trust in him. When we what? Stick with him. When we make good what? Choices. That pleases who? God. Yes, that pleases God. And it makes God so happy. That's a good way to live when we do what the words say do. Now let's go back and recap. Here we go. How many words is the lesson? 3 words. 3 words. Good. Let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3. Good job. And what book is it found in? The book of what? James. Good. Is it in the front or is it in the back? Back. Okay. Is it in the Old Testament or the New? Which one is it? New. Good job. Y'all so smart. And the topic of the lesson is what? Believe and now. Believe and now. James, he was a what? Leader in the what? Church. He was a believer and he was in the church. He was a leader. He was a believer of who? God. Okay? James did something. He what? Wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. Yes. And no. Believe and know. Believe and know. When you know something, do you change your mind when somebody come and try to tell you something? No. Why? Because what? You know it. Believe and know. Okay? Because sometimes life gets so hard, so bad. Things happen to us. But you can still have some what? Joy. Yes, it don't seem like you can do it. But trust me. Trust God. It works for me and it'll work for who? You, and me. Good job. And guess what? When we do that, it pays off. God bring us out of that hole. Because guess what? When we are talking to God, he got angels ready to dispatch. Go over there and help her. She need this. He need that. Yes. Trust God. Okay? Now, okay, I'm sorry. Right here, let me go right here. God gives us what? Wisdom. And he what? Helps us. He will enable us to go through them. But it's going to strengthen us, and it's going to make us have good choices. Good choices. Who are we depending on? God. We going to trust God? Yes. Okay? When we do that, trust God, trust in him, stick with God, make good choices, that pleases who? God. And that is the best way that you, and I to live. We can live making those good choices. I hope you remember this and call me sometime. Ask your mom and dad to call me. And Miss Darrell will take the time. Guess what? We can FaceTime each other too. Mommy and daddy. You ask mommy and daddy, can you do that? Because I really love to hear from you. Okay, boys and girls? I love you and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye. I love you. Bye. Kisses, kisses. Kisses. Kisses.